I was standing there at Fusion Festival when I got struck by an idea, like a lightning bolt, and the fusion roll was gifted to me by the spirit of the happy dragon. Nah, didn't happen like that. Welcome to the rooftop. I'm Fabio, and today we're talking about the fusion roll. Let's go. As an introduction, I would like to tell you how the idea of the fusion roll was constructed. It is coming out of a talk, a discussion, a research we have with Deban on the topic that there is, not always, but there is often a more organic way to do a trick. What do I mean by this? Okay, there is a roll, for example. My dragon staff is rolling. I can position my hand like this, but I can position my hand like this also. This way is less organic, less comfortable than this one. This is the concept. Then when you go to more complex tricks like Hyperman, if you want to have a barreling forward, rolling away, you can do it like this, but you can also do it like this. This is way more difficult and less organic than this one. And the parameter behind this is that on this one I am pushing. I'm going against the rotation. I've got a rolling away rotation, rolling away, rolling, and I'm going kind of against it. I am pushing, so it's rolling towards me. On the less organic manner, I am pulling, pulling, pushing. And pushing in this kind of thing might be a more organic, a more controllable way to do tricks. Stay with me. This is a way to see that for each trick, there is a way to position my hands. Trick, hand position, like comfortable, organic hand position. And what if we think in reverse? What if a hand position was giving a trick? And this is the story of the fusion roll. How it started. I just went into a weird hand position. I was non-native, uncrossed, and I said, okay, what position can I have? Can I have this one? It's not comfortable. Can I have this one? But it's pulling. And I can have this one, which is a weird one, which is the one I've never been really to before. I think my arm crossed with the thumb pointing at the center of my dragon staff. And here in the pushing idea, where do I go? Where the dragon wants to go. And he wants to go here. And the fusion roll was born. And now let's decompose and see how to do a fusion roll. We gonna sing a little song, as often, and do it without rolling first. And a very important parameter is my hand positions. So here we go. I'm here. This is the weird starting position of the fusion roll. Thumb pointing to the center of my dragon. This is very important. And I will go over, under, flat. Flat for flat turn. Let's say flat. Over, under, flat. Over, under, flat. Over, under, flat. And as you might have noticed in the slow motion, I am doing a few hand swaps, changing position, hands are traveling. We're going to see that now. And a very important notion will be the good old one, point A to point B theory. What is point A to point B theory is the fact that a dragon staff is always rolling from a point A to a point B. When it's here on the point B, it can't go anywhere. So I might turn my hand like this, and this point becomes the point A, and we go to the new point B. This kind of theory. Point A to point B. What is interesting with this theory is that it is helping me to visualize, to understand, and to feel where the dragon staff is rolling from and where it's rolling to. In the fusion roll, there are a few moments that we have to offer a maximum distance of roll. If we offer like a few centimeters, we don't have much time. If we do a very good swap and offer a good point A to point B distance for the dragon staff to roll, I will have more time, I will be more comfortable, and I can flow better. So, let's dive into it now. Here we go. End position. I will focus on my right hand for the moment. My right hand, the point A, will be the point of my fingers. I put it like this. Let's focus on my right hand, and I will push over. While I'm pushing, the dragon staff will roll from the point of my fingers to the beginning of my palm, to my wrist. Okay, I'm going under, still pushing. And here I'm doing my flap. And what is happening with my flap is my dragon staff is on the beginning of my palm. And so it will roll to my forearm. And I don't want that. I want it to stay on my palm. So what is happening with the flat is that I'm swapping here. And the beginning of my palm is beginning a point A. And it's rolling away. Pushing under, flat, rolling away. This is the first move. Pushing, over, under, flat. The flat is going over my head, and I'm rolling away here. Over, under, flat. This is the adjustment that took me the most time to do. This one is easy, but this flat change is very essential. Now let's try to loop it. Over, under, flat. And here I'm going to do a flat on the other side. And while I'm doing my flat on the other side with this, and my right one, because it is at the end of my fingers, and I will go over my dragon staff while it's turning. Church. Let's focus on my right arm. Point of my fingers. Pushing, rolling towards my wrist. Under. It is on my wrist. Flat. Pivot. Now rolling toward the point of my fingers. New flat. Going over. Slow motion. A few pointers that I find interesting to pay attention to, even if this trick is less than a month old. I don't have it very clean. I haven't played with it for a long time, but I wanted to share it with you as soon as possible because it is, from my point of view, pleasurable and a new family. But we'll talk about that later. What I find interesting to focus on is that my body is really going like this. I can't do the fusion roll if my spine is staying straight. I can't. So if I am doing the fusion roll without my dragon, which is always interesting to do, it goes like this. Swap. So I really have this move with my spine. Second is that the flat spin that I've been talking with you about is really important, and I find the fusion roll easier to do if I do an intense one. What I do, I will explain when moving. If I do like a lazy, it goes like this. If I go real big swap, like pointing at the camera, pointing at the camera, pointing at the camera, it's more graphic. Like here, it's a lazy one, it's working. Like this, it is more graphic. And I got more time to do this. Swap. I don't know how to answer this trick yet. I don't know much about this trick. What I know is it's new. It's a new way because this position, I haven't played with it. Maybe someone played with it. Maybe it's not new. Let me know. It's new to me. It's interesting. I am convinced that there are variations to be found, and the fusion roll is another proof that dragon staff is very young as a practice, as an art, as a discipline, and that there are many, many moves, many ways of playing with the dragon staff that are still to be found and discovered. Life is a perpetual creation of unpredictable novelties, says the philosopher Bergson. I like it. Life is a perpetual creation of unpredictable novelties. Keep it spinning and have fun. Ciao.